All right, so we're looking at the Case mobile case. That's a case. Note 7. Case mobile case. So actually what this is, it's a Note 7 Shaka case in black, made in China, which is pretty much where all of these seem to be made. So what we've got here is a case that is a wallet, so you can put cards in here, and of course your phone in there. Now this is a two-piece. You can see it's rubberized. One part, it comes apart. I'm not going to rip it apart just because it's a pain to put back together. It's got all the different cutouts and everything. And it's got a little bit of extra in there so that you can drop a couple cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the phone in. And phone goes in nice and easy, no problems right there. Seems to be, yep, it's in there pretty decent. Doesn't come out. Now, I'm going to try out the buttons. There is a hard shell on both sides, and then where this power button cutout is the soft part. So just a quick touch and it seems to work. Now the only thing I'm not too keen on these, and we'll go ahead and turn this up here. All right, so volume seems to work. Because the buttons are not really separated, it's kind of hard to figure out which one's which. These the plus and the minus are not recessed very much, so you can't really tell too much on that end of it. I'm not overly keen on that design of it, but that's not necessarily why I got this. Of course, that would be great if that was better. I love the fact that this is not as tall as a lot of other cases. So there's enough room in here to put a couple cards, but it isn't so huge like, for instance, a battery. So it's not so huge as some cases, like for instance, where, battery cases. So here's a Note 7 battery case, and I don't know if you can tell, but just side by side, the thing is much, much larger. So just a comparison on how they look. All right, so whether or not this holds cards, well, the answer is simply yes. Now I got my DC Metro cards in here, so this is a single card. We're going to drop it in. I love the fact they put the little groove up in here, so that's one card. I'm expecting this to hold two without any major issues. And you know what? It looks like we could probably get a third one in there. So we'll just try and cram it in. And that one's not too apt to go in. So let's stick with two, because your driver's license is normally not as nice and smooth as a regular credit card. Not to mention the bumps on the credit cards I think will pose a problem. So my experience so far with this is that this little tab is decent if you have a fingernail. You can reach in here and you can grab the cards out. They're not overly easy, but they're not so difficult that you can't get the thing back out and slide it closed. And it seems to stay closed, which that part is probably the best thing that I've seen. Some of these, they flip open, and then all it has to do is get a loose up in here where it connects, and that thing will flip open all the time, and you'll lose your cards. You throw them all over the ground in your pocket. So I like this style because it's a slide open as opposed to a flip open. To me, that's a great advantage and not a bad case. If I was going to rate this on a 5-star, anywhere between a 3 and a 4, because I'm not really big on the way the buttons are. Now, when we get down in here, and this is one of the other issues that I have with this particular case, is to reach in and actually push your pen out is a little bit difficult, and then you got to have a fingernail in order to grab it because they made the end so thick. So if you're looking for a case that's going to protect you and your device, then yes, this is a great case. They put a lot of TPU rubber on the outside edges. It's thick. It holds 2 cards. You'll get by. If you're somebody who uses your pen a lot, I don't think you're going to like this case at all, and I'd probably look for something different. Me personally, I use a thinner clear case because I like to show off the blue on my phone. But if I'm going to the gym or something like that, this is a great solution because I can put my cards in here, like my driver's license and one credit card. Now this is a Note 7, and we can always put in our Galaxy Pay type things, or Samsung Pay, so that you can use that. But not every card is accepted, so you still have some space for the others. All right, so bottom line to me on this particular case, it's not bad. I like it. It will do is probably the best answer I can give for it. It's got all the cutouts. That's not bad. But I'm not really big on these buttons. And that to me is probably my biggest pet peeve, is between the two buttons and getting the pin out. This case has lost a little bit of oomph for me. It does protect, and I'll show you some pictures where the edges and things like that are far enough up so that you can lay your phone down and not have a problem. Since one of the advantages of the Edge, of course, is you can lay it down and you can get the illumination of a missed phone call or a text message or something like that. But not a bad case. I think protection-wise, it's a good case. The fact that you can get two cards in here, that part's great. That's what the whole idea is behind this design. So I'm big on that one. But as functionality for an everyday case, I don't think I would use this for every day. I think this would be switched to this case for the needs that I have that day, and then switch back to a case that I like a little bit better. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in purchasing this, go ahead and check the link down below. And if you are looking to see more videos like this, please subscribe. That's over here. And I really appreciate any comments you'd like to leave. Go ahead and leave those all the way down at the bottom where the comments section is, and I'll try and get back with you. So stay tuned for my next review.